Lesson on similar figures, and in particular we're talking about similar polygons. A polygon is a closed figure formed by 3 or more line segments that do not cross. So for example, these rectangles, triangles, pentagons, hexagons, as long as the lines don't cross each other and it's enclosed, then it's a polygon. Polygons that have the same shape but not necessarily the same size are said to be similar. The symbol is this little squiggly line, and in order for 2 polygons to be similar, the corresponding sides must be proportional and the corresponding angles must be congruent, which means they have to be equal. So I have an example here that shows 2 rectangles. You can see that the angles are congruent. They're all right angles, so all the angles are 90 degrees. You can see that if I multiply 1 times 2, I get this, and if I multiply 1.5 times 2, I get this, so that must mean they're proportional. So we can write a proportion for this. We could write a proportion comparing the big to the small, and this would be the length up here, and this would be the width here. So the big rectangle to the small rectangle, the length, and then their width. You could also do it this way, where we have the length this way. This is the length over the width, and then we have, this is my big triangle or rectangle, and this is my small one here. So just like with other proportions, there's many ways to write your proportion. I'm going to give you another example. Here we have 2 similar triangles, and you can see that with these triangles we don't have all the measurements, but we do know that their angles all have to be congruent. So if we had more measurement of the angle, we could get the rest of that, or we could get the corresponding angle, and if we have a couple of corresponding sides that have the measurements, then we can get the rest of the sides if we're given some measurements. So if we want to find the value of x right here and the value of y, we have to write proportions involving the corresponding sides. So corresponding means if I slide this on here and I blow it up, this side is going to match up with this side is going to match up with this side, and this side is going to match up. These 2 sides are going to match up. So like I said, to find the value of x and y, we're going to write proportions involving the corresponding sides. So then we're going to use the cross products. So we can see that in this case, this side corresponds to this. We could write this as my small triangle, and this is my big. So I have 4 is to 6. X corresponds to 9, so I can do x over 9, and then we can use cross products, and we get the answer as 6. So 4 times 9 divided by 6 gives me 6. We can use this same ratio, 4 to 6, if we want to solve for y, but now the corresponding side for y is 7, so then we're going to go 4 is to 6 as 7 is to y. Again, do our cross products, and we get 10.5. If we are given the measure of an angle, so let's say the measure of angle S here, let's put S. If we say the measure of angle S is 86 degrees, then we know that the measure of angle P is also going to be 86 degrees. So make sure you understand that the angles are congruent, and that the sides are the corresponding sides are proportional. All right, that's it.